What's up? So today, it is the beginning of September. It's not like the very, very beginning of September, but it's a few days into September. I haven't done a favorites video in a while, so I'm here to give you a favorites video. So as you can see, it's just a bunch of hocus pocus. It is September, which means in my book that it's fall. I know there are varying opinions on when fall actually starts, but for me, fall could exist year-round and I would be the happiest because fall is the best season. I start celebrating as soon as possible. I even bought this shirt in a size that is not my own because it was the only one left and I needed it. It's from Target, by the way. Okay, so like I said, I'm here with a favorites video. I haven't done one in months. I'm pretty sure it's been months. I think my last one might have been May, maybe April. I don't remember. I'm just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna try to make this under 10 minutes. Y'all know I have a really hard time doing that, but we're gonna try. We're gonna do our best. I'm gonna try to keep it succinct. I'm gonna try to keep it short, which I'm clearly doing right now. First thing is the Adaptogen Soothe and Hydrate Activated Mist from Youth to the People. As you can see, we're running low. I just love this so much. I could use it all day long. I could use it all day, every single day. It's so soothing, it's so hydrating. I love this for a multitude of reasons, but the primary one is probably how versatile it is. You can use it on bare skin, you can use it over makeup, you can use it in between every layer of skincare if you want to. It's really just a very light hydrating layer. If you're wearing makeup and you're feeling a little cakey or a little dehydrated or a little dry, a little mist will instantly give you some relief. It's really nice. I've blown through this, which is probably a bad thing because it's not super cheap. But in my opinion, it's worth every penny. I will 1000% repurchase this because I love it. Next is another hydrating layer, light hydrating layer. It's the Naturium Hyaluronic Acid Essence 2%. I think that most essences are packaged like this with, you know, the spout, and you just sprinkle it into your hands and tap it into the skin. This is obviously a hyaluronic acid essence, so it's intended to lock in moisture. Hyaluronic acid in and of itself is not a hydrating ingredient, but it is an ingredient that helps you to retain moisture. So this is something that I sandwich with my mists, with other hydrating products to lock in that moisture. This is extremely light, it's extremely gentle, it's so refreshing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, one of the biggest reasons why I love essences is because of the ritual of them and how refreshing and light and just enjoyable they are. Tapping them into your skin, oh my God, I could do it all day long. I really could. Okay, I'm just gonna continue on the skincare train, and this is another Naturium product. It's the Intense Overnight Sleeping Cream. So this is what I use on nights when I use tretinoin, and I use this basically to just counteract any irritation, flakage, whatever that might occur, because I do find that on nights when I use tret, if I don't use a heavier moisturizing product, I wake up the next morning with flaking around my mouth. So ever since I've been using this, I have not had that problem. This is non-irritating. It's very, very, very thick. It's really rich. It's really rich. I don't want to underestimate to you how thick this is. So if you're really oily or if you just generally hate thick moisturizers, you won't like this. If you love sleeping packs, something rich, thick that just really moisturizes your skin, you will really like this. I personally love it. I've used a lot of it. I don't know if you can tell. This is definitely going to be a repurchase. I've been using this for a while, like since it came out. She good. Okay, now the only skincare products I have left are sunscreens. I have an itch. Super Goop Zinc Screen. I don't know why it's getting so blown out. But anyway, this is a 100% mineral lotion sunscreen. It's SPF 40. I have been using this for a really long time, but it wasn't until probably 2-ish months ago that I really fell in love with it. Like, I've always liked it. I've used it pretty consistently, pretty much since it came out. I'm gonna estimate like a 1.5 years ago. but I really love it now. I think part of it had to do with my skin and just like the texture of my skin and the overall quality of my skin. Like I've really got my routine kind of on lock at the moment, and my skin is so much less red, and I like tinted products now, like tinted moisturizers, just light skin tint type things, tinted sunscreens. And this is a tinted sunscreen. This is not a traditionally tinted sunscreen in that it's not like a skin tone. It is pink, sort of. It's like a brightening product. So it's not like, you know, it's not like a tinted moisturizer, if you will. It's more like a tinted brightener. Not quite a highlighter, but you know. So I love this just as like my base, especially now when I'm wearing a mask if I go anywhere. This is just, it's light. It gives me an evening of the skin tone, which I appreciate. It makes my skin look bright and alive and awake, which I like, and I love the texture of it. It doesn't break me out. It's easy to apply. I just really like it. It's very light and serum-y. I wear moisturizer under every SPF I use, so I don't use this as a replacement for my moisturizer. I personally don't think that this would be hydrating enough, especially for me, but I'm like combo dry normal. But yeah, this layers well with things. I don't have any issues with it pilling or falling off my face or streaking or white cast. I don't have issues with that. Now, I don't know if this is every skin tone friendly. I actually haven't seen that many people talk about this, to be completely honest. Okay, last is the ColoreScience Sun Forgettable. Oh, I mean last skincare product, not last product. I still have several things to get through. So is this going to be under 10 minutes? ColoreScience Sun Forgettable Total Protection Face Shield Glow Broad Spectrum SPF 50. Looks like this. So I love this, but I do not love this as like a standalone SPF. I cannot just put this all over my face and go, because holy girl, she is bright. She is bright. This is like an illuminator in a bottle. It is very glowy. Now, I do love this under some makeup. If I do wear this like 3 finger lengths of SPF for my whole face, if I do wear this that way, I just put, you know, some type of base product over top of it, some concealer, some tinted something, and it looks so good. It just gives me a glowy luminescence. If I'm wearing it by itself, I look insane. Like I've literally put highlighter all over my face, which if that's what you're going for, girl, go for it. But I cannot pull that off because I have scars and texture, and it emphasizes the hell out of them. But I do love this. It doesn't irritate my skin, doesn't break me out. It gives a lovely glow. This is a great complement to a chemical sunscreen or a lighter mineral sunscreen underneath. I don't like to use this as my base sunscreen. I like to use this to like highlight over a base sunscreen, or like I said, underneath a base product. Oh, this is the last skincare product. It's the ColoreScience Total Eye 3-in-1 Renewal Therapy. And I think I can see how much is left in it. Maybe I'm crazy. This is an under eye SPF product. It's 3-in-1. It is supposed to help color correct the eye area. It's supposed to help hydrate the eye area. And obviously it has SPF 35 in it. So it's intended to help protect the under eye area. I use this as a concealer pretty much every day. I'm not wearing it today. Oversight. Do I think that it's worth it? Personally, yes. I already have a backup. This is just really nice. It is an excellent under eye concealer. It is so smooth. It doesn't settle in lines and wrinkles. It is just great. It doesn't get patchy. You don't need a whole lot. I don't have crazy dark circles, which if you do, honestly, I think dark circles look really good on people who have them. Is that a weird thing to say? Like, they're largely genetic, so they're very difficult to correct, like just generally. But in terms of color correction, there are ways to color correct purplish issues. They're not really issues. If you have them, if you're genetically predisposed to have them, you probably look good with them. Okay, anyway, I don't know what this would do to color correct, like, pretty dark circles. That's all I'm saying. This doesn't have like a tint to it. It's really just like a concealer consistency. So, and I wouldn't say that this is super high coverage. So do with that what you will. There's 4 shades of this, and I am in the shade Fair. Okay, now we have one hair product. This is the Oribe Superfine Strong Hairspray. I bought this during the Derm Store sale, and oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It smells incredible. It's a really good hairspray. It did have a, wow, English. It did have a little bit of a learning curve because it is very strong hold if you use too much. So you really just need a very light spritz, which makes me feel like this is gonna last for a really long time because it gives great hold with very minimal product, which I appreciate. And again, smells incredible. Okay, nail polish. These are from, I don't normally include nail polish. Who am I? These are from Mischo Beauty. I pre-ordered these forever ago, but they finally came. I have this color on my toes right now. I have this color on my nails right now. Do not judge these by my terrible nail painting abilities. My nails actually look kind of good right now, like in terms of their length. I'm just gonna stay away because I built this shelf right after I painted my nails because I don't have great judgment skills. It's such a pretty color. So this color is Birthday Suit, and this color is Diana. And these are not cheap. I think they were $20 a piece, but they seem to have pretty good longevity. Like I didn't use a base coat, I didn't use a top coat, and really the only things that are wrong with my nails is that they have some like places where I clearly didn't wait for them to dry and they got like dented. My toes have held up really well. They've been painted for a week. But yeah, I love the formula. I love the brush. The brush on these is really small, which I appreciate because I find the larger brushes to be so difficult to manage. Like I always end up with too much product on them. They get gloopy, they never dry. It's just a whole thing. So I love that these are smaller. Also just the aesthetics. So far I'm impressed. They're beautiful. The formula is really nice, easy to work with, all the things. Next is a BareMinerals highlighter in the shade Joy. I actually use this as a blush. Don't come for me. It's a beautiful coral shade. I'm not wearing it today, so that's not what it looks like. But I actually did a demo of this on Reels on Instagram, so you can check that out there. But it's just a really pretty formula, a really pretty shade. It's coral, it's very summery, it's very beaut. And the last thing I'm gonna talk about is the Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer from BareMinerals. I love this. So I basically don't wear makeup to work or on a regular basis ever anymore. I might wear makeup on days when I film, which I am today, and sometimes on the weekends. But usually if I'm going to work or if I'm just going to a store or wherever and I bother to put any makeup on at all, I put it on my forehead and I always use this anymore. So it's a really nice formulation. It's lightweight, but it has some coverage to it. I would say it's medium, really lightweight in that it doesn't like settle in fine lines and wrinkles and look cakey or anything like that. It dries down to have a very nice like radiant finish. In my opinion, it's not super matte. It's also not super duper dewy or anything. It just looks natural. But it does have a radiance to it. I like radiance, so that is a beautiful word to me. But I just like this. I think that it's really nice. I like the applicator. It's not quite a doe foot. It's just like a spongy applicator. Really easy to use. Swipe it on, blend it out. It's perfect. I have the shade Light 78459. Okay, that's it. This wasn't 10 minutes. I'm really sorry. Thank you for watching. I will see you all later.